Hello, this is my first Plunge router. I really like it. Has a lot of power. I love that I can work real quietly with just like, I'm just using like very, very low amounts of RPMs. I'm not using copious revs, because I got dust flying all over the place, and I'm using a decent sized bit. That's like a 1/2 inch. This isn't plugged in right now. But I've seen a lot of complaints about this. This was a concern. Although people said, well, they replaced this with a steel one. This is plastic. This was run down to about here, and they had another plastic one jamming against this. And the way I was using this thing is I was making the mistake of not holding down on this thing enough, and it was coming up with some force. And with enough shock load, this plastic or this plastic's going to give. This is probably a cheaper component. Probably the sacrificial lamb here when it comes to this in terms of what the engineers were thinking. Although, yeah, pain in the butt to replace anything. So what I did was, this is a piece of silicone tubing. It's very compliant. And you can see, this thing goes up. It's more like a shock absorber now. So there is no shock load, really. This has sometimes some give. This is not going to break. This is not going to break, I don't think. That's my theory, anyway. So I like the tool. I'd recommend it. And that's just my way of dealing with this issue, and I hope enough people watch this and give it a try, and maybe this will keep anything from breaking. I think that's what the whole deal is. There's a good significant amount of up force on this thing. I have to push down on it for, well, we're probably looking at a couple pounds of down force. You get enough travel on this, it needs to be mitigated or something's going to give. All right, thanks.
This is my homemade router table. I still haven't finished. I'm going to put a fence on it right there, and some little channels in here, and a channel along here so I can keep stuff straight and whatever. I'll turn on, and how's this go?